Back in this thing again. A1.
You're tuned into the all new Action One Network. Turn up your volume. Hey, yo, brother Atum Ra in the place to be, man. Hold up, man. Hold up. I can't start my interviews, gotta get it right. Oh, reach across them, Hold up. Oh, yeah. All right. Man, what's good, man? Brother Atum Ra, man. Your brother, you know, we started doing a new segment called A1 MCs, where we giving you the hottest MCs, not only here in H-Town, but, I'm saying, from all over. The brother I have on today, man, he's no stranger to Action One. We've had him on before. When I first met him, man, shout out to my boy J-No, at the Houston Indie Fest. And I wasn't even paying attention because I'm running around, videotaping stuff and everything like that. Business. The next thing I know, man, I hear the music, man, and I hear him rapping, man, and I'm, hey, what is this? And and actually, what's funny is, I was videotaping some of your performance, but probably about halfway through it, I can't use any of the footage because I stopped looking at the camera. I'm looking at you and the camera pointing over there, man. I got the one and only Soulfiya in the building. What's up, baby?
Hey, man. Can't call it. How you been, man?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm pretty sure, man, if y'all watch our show A1 Live, man, y'all done seen me wear out that Glory to Kings, man. Yeah. Man, I love that song, man. I love the video, man. And I love the message that's in it, man. We just was, talking about a little bit of it off air. But just as a person that, I'm indifferent to the religious aspect, but I love the religious history. Yeah. Like I love history, period.
Culture, man.
But particularly, I just love the message, man. So, man, how you been doing, bro?
Hey, man, I've been doing great. Been blessed. Been working on some new big projects, man. Been linked up with a big producer right now out in Corpus Christi, so I've just been staying busy, man. Got this new single dropping on March 2nd, so
man. We're gonna give y'all a little sneak peek tonight, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a little sneak peek, man. But yeah, bro, I've been seeing you blazing up the performance scene, man.
Yeah, man. Gotta feed them kids, yo. Gotta stay busy, man. And the bills don't pay themselves, yo.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. So just get a little the people that don't know you, man, just a little bit of background, man. How long you been doing music, and also, what kind of inspired you?
Sure. So I'm a Caribbean American, brethren, Guyanese and Greek. My mom is Greek, my dad is Guyanese. So, a true American vibe, you know what I'm saying? You can't find it nowhere else.
What's that?
I've been doing reggae music for like 15 years. I've been doing it solo professionally for 10 years. Like I said, man, I got 3 youth, a whole family, you know what I'm saying? We travel all the time, you know what I'm saying? I homeschool all my kids, so like we're all like deep in it, you know what I'm saying? If I'm on the road, you see me somewhere, my kids are at the hotel right now, yo. My kids are at the hotel down at the Galleria, so you understand, like we travel like as a unit, you know what I mean?
Man, that's love, man. That's love, man. But what kind of gave you that itch, man, to do the music?
Man, really for me, bro, like a lot of the people, I guess, from our community, man, I kind of like did the rough thing for a little while and tried to live the rough life. And, once I got out of jail, you know what I'm saying, like I just kind of like turned it around and wanted to do music, something that was still like I'm familiar with, but I could do something with like, a positive message. And really like, man, I got kind of some problems, so it's really like I can't really get hired. You know what I'm saying? Like I wash dishes somewhere, I could be my own boss. You know what I'm saying? Like not too hard to make a decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely, man. But what kind of inspires you to make the kind of music you make? Just because. A lot of people now, you know what I'm saying, glorify some of the worst elements, you know what I'm saying, of our community. But when I listen to your music, it's always good vibes.
Man, I mean, that's exactly what motivated me, though, man, is I make music that I would want to hear as a fan, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always grew up listening to dancehall reggae. I don't play, like, soul reggae music. I grew up in dancehall reggae, you know what I'm saying? Heavy bass, hip-hop, all that stuff, boom bap, you know what I mean? So, like, yo, you used to see some positive messages, man, and then it's like if you want to check that type of music, it's going to be like some kind of trap vibe or some kind of, cook the dope.
Right.
whip it, whip it, whip it. You're like, yo, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I can't believe you let somebody make a song like that. It's like dope instructions. You know what I'm saying? Like every tune. You know what I mean? Like, but like, yo, but it'd be like if your community is bombing each other and you're making songs about how to make a pipe bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, wise up, yo, come on. You know what I mean? And that's why I think reggae is a cool vibe because like. It's positive, but it's still, you can slip it into the club. You can slip it into places where, you know what I'm saying, somebody's chilling out, you know, smoking something. You play that, you know what I mean? And maybe, you know, change some minds, change some hearts a little bit, you know?
Right. Now, most does, man. And, you know, that's why, I mean, even as a kid, you know, I've always connected with Caribbean music because one thing I noticed at an early age, because you know, I probably really didn't start listening to rap until, you know, like middle school and then like really becoming a hip hop head in high school just because growing up, you know, it was all like Earth, Wind and Fire and everything like that in my house. But, you know, my peoples, you know what I'm saying, they, you know, they had the Bob Marleys and everything else like that. And that just kind of transitioned me to want to listen more because it was always a message.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that, like I said, I always picked up like in all, you know, all the songs, man, you know what I'm saying? Look out for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the elders.
Yeah.
Be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, they say, like, man, if it's going to be reggae, it has to be roots, reality, or culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, that. If it's not about one of them three things, it's not a reggae song. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's how the elders tell it. You know what I'm saying? You ask the old Jamaican brethren, it's roots, reality, and culture. If it's not about that, it ain't reggae, yo.
Right. Man, so what's up with all these artists, man, that want to do these fake Caribbean accents, man? You know, why don't they just call the real ones? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so that's the thing, right? They'll put like Damian Marley on the track or like Vibes Cartel on the track. And then they'll try to do it on that track. It's like, yo, you already got the bridging. You know what I mean? Like, do your thing. Yeah. Man, I can't do it. I can't do it. Shout out to Nas, though. He did a whole album and he didn't do it. He did a whole album with Damian Marley and he didn't do it one time, yo. And it was a better album because of it.
Right.
Just the relatives. Pick that up.
Nah, that's facts, man. So, man, I know you got some shows coming up, man.
Yeah.
What you got on the table, man?
So I think we got a little spring break run with Sergeant Remo out of Juarez, Mexico. Okay. So we're going to be running from here to El Paso to San Diego to Tijuana to Mexicali, Mexicali to Mexicali to back across the border and back home, God willing.
Oh, man. Hey, man, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, man. I'm going to put in a call to my boy Trump, man.
Yeah. Turns out the State Department is giving your boy a hard time, you know.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, somebody need to.
For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to let the man hold you back, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So it go.
You know, they always on that bull stuff, man. But nah, bro, I'm always happy to see you working, man. I'm always happy to see you vibing, man.
Appreciate
like
it,
for
Reggie.
me, man, you know, some people feel like left out, you know what I'm saying, when they see other people making moves. For me, you know, that inspired me more, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always making sure I'm sharing. Because I think, you know, a lot of times people don't realize the power of a share.
True.
You know what I'm saying? In this age and social media.
Yeah. It don't cost a dime, man.
It don't cost a dime. And, you know, like I said, man, you can put your people onto, you know what I'm saying, somebody else or something that you on. And like I said, man, that's why I just make sure, man, because like I said, man, I see you here. I see you there, man. I see you. And the biggest thing, man, is, you know, I can always respect an artist that's investing in themselves and investing in their craft, man. You know what I'm saying? You independent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You out there getting it, man. So, like, what's one piece of advice, man, that you would give to a new artist wanting to get into the game?
Man, so I watched this interview with E40 the other day, right? He was talking about, yo, man, I made 5 albums before anybody cared.
Facts.
Not like 5 mixtapes, 5 albums, 5 like original productions, 12 to 16 tracks. Albums, and people are like, yo, I don't like your flow, I don't like your style, this is funny to me, yada yada yada.
Right.
5th album, everybody's like, yo, E40, right? I mean, like, to me, that was a lesson to me, man, because, you know what I'm saying, like, I got mixtapes, I got albums, I got all this stuff, and, man, you know what I'm saying, like, sometimes it's easy to think like, yo, maybe it's my best stuff's behind me, maybe whatever. But yo, you gotta keep growing as an artist, keep pushing, man. If you believe in yourself and you know that there's a message for your music, man, and a reason for your craft, man, you have to do it. And if not, man, then you gotta quit lying to yourself about being an artist, yo.
Oh man. So man, let me ask you, man. What advice would you give a friend that wanted to rap, but his balls were boo boo?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? That's your boy.
I would tell him to keep it to himself. I mean, for real though, man. Cause
hey, man, gotta be real though. Gotta be real. I done had to talk before. You know what I'm saying?
I got homeboys that got tracks, and you're like, cool, yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, don't put it on iTunes. Right, you know what I mean? Right. Like, cause hey, like you probably look, if you look hard enough, you might find some old mixtape stuff for me and be like, ugh. Yo, that don't even sound like Soulfiya, really. Like, that's kind of trash. You know what I mean? Like, but yo, like I said, I've been doing it from 17, man. So you know what I mean? Like, keep building it and know what's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, take real criticism and stuff. Cause like, really, once you put it on iTunes, once you put it out there, man, in the digital age, it's gonna haunt you. Oh yeah. You're gonna be embarrassed for life, man. Right. Especially if you do grow and do become a better artist, and you got this boo boo album, like an albatross around your neck for the rest of your life.
Right. No, facts, man. But yeah, I definitely think when you put art out there, you have to be willing to take the criticism, man.
That's the worst part, yo. Yeah. Oh, bro, coming from a street background, you're like, I'm gonna charge that dude up. Right. Like, oh, I'm garbage. Right. We'll see who's garbage. Right. Yo, let me stalk you real quick. Yo, right. You want to get like it? Yeah, it's like, I had a bridge and tell me, man. Big artists tell me, he's like, look, man. Once you start doing things on a big level, you're gonna have people talk badly. What's up? Don't read the comment section if you got thin skin. You know what I mean? Like.
Right. Oh yeah, man. You be seeing my comments. My comments on fire. Well, man, I remember, man.
I'm sideline on all your comments. So just watching, throwing a gif in every now and then. Nothing positive. Adding nothing to the conversation.
You be like, what you doing? I told bro, you tripping. But no, man. I remember. I've had a record label since the early 2000s, man. And when I first went to college, I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm finna give out my mixtapes or whatever. It was like a compilation or whatever. Cause me, I was always kind of like the Diddy of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could rap, but I wanted to kind of like put everything together. So I hop on the tracks here and there, but it was like a compilation, man. Giving out the CDs, man. Everybody like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You do your thing, man. And then I woke up the next morning, man. Came out of my dorm room. And one of my CDs was at my door, and somebody had put a note on it that said, please stop it. And I was like, oh, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was
gave
like.
out one too many CDs.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But, I was like, hey, man, somebody took the time to come find out where I stayed at, write the note and give it to me. So I'm like, hey, man, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I take it, man. But. And we finna preview this track you got, man. This wickedness, man. Yeah. Where did the inspiration for this track come from, man?
Man, so really, I was working with this young producer, man. Cat's 26 years old, Mexican brethren. Shout out to the brother Tracho. Tracho, as they say it in Spanish, because I say it wrong every time. Everybody that's Mexican think I'm saying Chacho. Tracho. Yeah, man, and he put the beat down. It was some real old school boom bap vibes, and man, I was just like, yo, let me jump. You know what I mean? Really wrote it in just a couple minutes, vibed it in the studio, and then a really big engineer from out there in Corpus Christi, Virgin, that has a couple Grammys from the Latin game. Okay. Did all the mixing and mastering. Shout out to Mariano. So, man, really, the whole thing came together right there at the end. NKS Media Group is doing the video, did the video. That's going to be coming out on the March 2nd. So, man, it just all came together right there in a real nice way, and that's pretty much exactly how the track went too,
Most definitely, man. And one of the first things I noticed when you sent it to me was it was real crisp, man. Yeah, it was real crisp before you even told me about who engineered it. I was like, okay, I see you, man. So man, we finna get next RJ level. Man, cue this up for us, man. We finna drop this wickedness from Soulfiya, man. You know what I'm saying? Kick back, man, and enjoy this real quick, man. Then we gonna come with the wrap up real quick.
Tracho, I am bad, so we're about to go in on them one time. You hear?
Sight of wickedness in our country. Bad my people when we untie down. It's a wickedness in mark of the beast. Put the people on their knees, grab the machine and them squeeze. Lord Jah, you know say we see too much of this. Because you them those a cry when they ask them mama why did they father have to die? Tell the truth, should you lie? Could they really understand how the devils them a move? It's a wickedness in our country. Bad my people want be untied down. It's a wickedness in our country. All the vipers cannot leave we alone. It's a wickedness in our country. Bad my people want be untied down. It's a wickedness in our country. All the vipers cannot leave we alone. I would never understand the hypocrisy of man. Free religions in my south. From the root to Abraham and them a squabble, them a scuffle, them a fight. Yeah, them a squabble, them a scuffle, them a fight. Every man think he right, so the next man have a wrong. No communication, living in a Babylon. We're just crabs in a bucket singing the same song. While the waters that they boiling and strong. Man, the waters that they boiling and strong. It's a wickedness in our country. Bad my people want be untied down. It's a wickedness in our country. All the vipers cannot leave we alone. It's a wickedness in our country. Bad my people want be untied down. It's a wickedness in our country. All the vipers cannot leave we alone. One question, Dave, people, can you answer this? Tell me please, who are the real terrorists? Who are bombing up the block? Who are shooting up the church? They youth not safe at school and we not safe at we work. Living in a war zone. Beg you check this out. Enemies not wearing terrors, but oh my God. Living in a war zone. I beg you check this out. Enemies not wearing terrors, but oh my God. Lord.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo! That heat, man. Y'all heard it here first, man.
Oh, I told.
You know what I'm saying? And that video finna drop next week.
Yeah, man. March 2nd, tune, video, everything is gonna be dropping March 2nd. So look out for it.
Man, so you got a new project you working on?
Man, I'm just dropping some singles right now, and then I got this big project coming out, like I was just talking to you about with the Virgin El Dosti, like a electro cumbia, I guess like digital cumbia, nuevo cumbia, whatever you want to call it. Producer, Grammy-nominated cat, and we got a little like reggae cumbia album, maybe 2. We got a whole bunch of work already done, working on more tunes. I think we probably have our first little round or something about 420 of this year, so. Just in time for everybody to get ready for it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch you down with something, and man, and it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. I can't say too much at this point, man, but it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. Keep an eye on it.
Hey, man, just know, bro, you always got a spot, you know what I'm saying, here, man.
Respect.
You know, bro, I'm always, you know what I'm saying, look out, man, just because, you know, not only are, you know what I'm saying, you're a good person and a good brother, man. Like I said, man, you're a dope MC.
Respect.
Appreciate the way that you put on for the culture, bro. Like, it's necessary, man. We need authentic people, you know what I'm saying?
True.
That really love it, man, and really do it for the passion, man. So I want to ask you, man, as we wrap up, man, what does success look like for Soulfiya?
Sure, man. I mean, really, for me, paying the bills, yo. Paying the bills. Keeping the kids moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Like that's success for me, yo. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a family man too, you know? It's not really about too much more than that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to be no rocket ship to the top, you know what I mean? As long as it's a steady progression, you know?
Right.
Success, yo.
Most definitely, man. So, man, before we get out of here, man, give the people all of your information to where they can check out your music,
man.
Follow you.
Soulfiya. That's me. I'm the only one out there. Soulfiya, all one word. You'll find me on YouTube. I got, I don't know, like 8 official videos, man. A lot of stuff going on. Shot in real cool locations, real cool vibes. Everything from hip hop to some dancehall, you know, some rock music vibes in there. We just did a tune with a rock reggae band from Dallas. So yeah, man, you know, real diverse. Everything's on, you know, all your streaming sites, all your anywhere you want to find anything, man. Soulfiya, I'm gonna be there. IG, Facebook, etc., etc.
Most definitely, man. Hey, man, one last question, man.
Ciao.
Give us some other independent reggae artists, man, that we should be rocking.
Man, all right.
I'm always looking for something new, and I know the people are too, man.
No doubt. Well, man, first and foremost, let me big up my brethren, Sergeant Remo, out of Juarez, Mexico. You know, every time I'm over here, I'm working with Remo, man. That's my brethren from a long time. Then, you know, always got to big up my man Croywin, second. Yeah. Croywin, we need to get that album out this year, baby.
Yeah,
That's the thing, you know. And he's got some singles out, man. So look up my man Croywin. That's New York backwards. Croywin, Kroywen. Croywin. Yeah, man. And then, shoot, like out here in Texas, we got a couple, but man, like in the area, man, we got to big up my man Firestar out in Dallas, Jamaican brethren holding it down, Sacrifice holding it down, Lion Heights holding it down. Yeah, man, top respect to everybody out here trying to do their thing, you know.
Man, much love, man. Much love to you, bro, man. Keep doing your thing.
True.
Make sure that y'all go check out my brother Soulfiya on all platforms.
Do
man.
it.
This man is out there. He is doing his thing, man. If you love authentic music, man, get with the brother, man. He also has a nice message behind his music, man. It's your brother Atum Ra, A1 MCs, man. Your boy Soulfiya, man. Hey, bro, welcome anytime, man.
I respect, brethren.
Hey, man, peace to you, man. Holla at you. Get in the action.